It's Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah!
Get ready for some wins.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Hi, Be It Babe. Happy Friday. We made it. We did it. We're here. I am so excited for these short episodes because they're here to inspire you. And honestly, like sometimes, like when we were kids, like didn't we like live for Fridays? And now it's kind of like, okay, we made it. We survived. There's a lot going on. There's a lot always going on. There's always been that way. But these episodes are here to remind you that there's still things that you can celebrate. There's still good stuff that's happening. You're still doing things, even if around you it just feels like chaos and overwhelm. So I share a win of yours, a win of mine, also some inspiration from something that I saw that we can all think about, celebrate, or get mad about. And then a little mantra for you to take with you on your way. And hopefully it's something you can share with a friend or write on a Post-it. And I would love to share your wins. You just send them into the beitpod.com/questions. But this really inspired me. So this is really, really cool. 16 incarcerated fathers were reunited with their daughters for a daddy-daughter dance held inside the prison. Freaking the coolest thing. The prison system like bothers me so much because we don't do a really good job like rehabilitating people, making people feel like human beings. We treat them like animals and we want them to act like a human, and like Maslow's hierarchy of needs is like a real thing. So this is so cool. And it's so it says, for a few sacred hours, San Quentin didn't feel like prison. The prison chapel transformed into a holy ground, draped walls, soft music, a red carpet, floral centerpieces replaced concrete and coldness. For a moment, it was hard to believe we were still in a maximum security prison. Outside, 16 incarcerated fathers stood waiting, some in suits for the first time. Others trembling as they tied ties with unsteady hands. They waited for years for this moment, some decades. Then the doors open. There's actually like a whole documentary on YouTube. Now I got to go watch it. But the daughters stepped onto the red carpet, little girls in bright dresses, grown women with hearts full of ache and hope. One by one, they walked into arms that had longed to hold them. I'm going to cry. Fathers fell to their knees in tears. Prodigals reunited. Cullen hadn't held his daughter in 20 years. Carrington wept as his daughters hugged him for the first time. Stephen danced with his bundle of joy. Vincent read a handwritten letter to his daughter Autumn, filled with love, apology, and redemption. Woo! It wasn't just beautiful, it was sacred. It was the gospel, tangible, trembling, alive. You made it happen. You gave 21 daughters dresses, flights, hotel rooms, corsages, a meal, and a memory they'll never forget. You brought heaven to prison. You reminded these men they are still dads. You reminded these girls they still are daughters. This wasn't just an event. This was healing. This was hope. It was holy. Anyways, there's the handle that did this is God Behind Bars are doing another father-daughter dance in Angola prison this year. You can donate $10 a month or anything to help pay for tuxes, family travel, dresses, food, and so much more. You can go to godbehindbars.com. Like, however you feel about religion, like I just think that this is just like the most impactful thing for people in their lives. Like, people make mistakes. People are put in situations that things happen, and our justice system is really not always just. And so this just really melts in my heart. And like, how cool. And I'm from California, up past where San Quentin is. We have to drive by it, and it's like just not a place you want to be. And like that fact that they took the time to do this to make people feel like the human beings that they are, and really help establish relationships that like can be helpful for reestablishing these people in society if they ever get to. Like, it's humongous. It's a huge deal. So anyways, that is what inspired me on the internet. There can be inspiration, right? Okay. A win of yours, Melissa Hargrove, someone I've been around in our lives for a long time and just really inspires me all the time. She said, wanted to share an ongoing win. After our Elevate retreat in March, I reconnected with my OG partner, Lisa. We decided to make a commitment to get together and practice. Our original goal was to find as much time as we could and do duets with Lesley. After the first lesson, we knew we needed more. We have more duets scheduled through September. Go us. And taking it a step further, we decided to try to do our best to meet weekly, even just to do a Joe's Gym or just move. Today, we opted to do the June chair class. It takes two. And I'm pretty sure I can speak for us both that we dusted that piece of equipment and we have a new reignited passion for it. So thank you, Lisa, for finding time to work with me and just proud that we have been able to keep the commitment to our practice. I told her today I would have not done the class together if it would have taken me 2 hours to do it because I would have had to pause, pet my cat, get a drink, maybe change the laundry and so on. But holy cow, when you flow at a brisk pace without pausing, it feels amazing. So thanks again, Lisa, for keeping us on point and LL for an inspiring class. Yeah, I want to add to this win because you know what, Melissa Hargrove, your partner, Lisa, put a win up that adds to this. So here we go. And adding on to that win, this is from Melissa, I wanted to add to this win this week. After already doing 2 Pilates classes Tuesday, Melissa joined me for our scheduled practice session. I am so very grateful for her commitment to our practice together. It means so much that she did not cancel as I was looking forward to moving with her. We agreed to do a 30-minute session, which was a win-win for both of us since I had the opportunity to walk and do a stair climbing session in 95-degree heat at lunch. Glad we could support each other and can find the time and the win in any situation. Way to go, ladies. So this is why Be It Till You See It exists. This is what we're here to do. Bring people together, bring women together, remind you that like you can, right? You can have counterparts that like will show up even when you're like, I don't really want to do this. And this happens all the time. I'm sure I'll have a win coming up with some of our other OPC members who literally get together every Wednesday at 8 a.m. to do the workout that they're members of. You know, sometimes it does take that kind of village, and it's okay to take that village time. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to have an accountability buddy. But this is really important to me. When you make an accountability buddy, you guys need to be completely honest and thoughtful of the other person so that you don't start canceling here and canceling there. Like, oh, it's just 30 minutes. No, show up for each other. Right? It helps the other person make time for themselves as well. So I really love this, ladies. Thank you so much for inspiring us to move our bodies, but also to connect with other people in our lives and realize like we need each other too. We need each other too. Okay. So my win, I had a win to share with you. I'm going to save that win for next week. It's already a little delayed to share with you. So I'm going to share it because a win is actually, I wish I had Brad here. Tomorrow is our 10-year wedding anniversary. 10 years. Holy moly. And we're celebrating together. I think we'll actually be together for it because we're in Chicago. So we're celebrating together and we're like, usually we're on a plane and like, because of the time travel distance, like the third just disappears in our lives. And so multiple anniversaries haven't been together, but this one we get to do it together, doing something we love with people we love to be around. Matt Pilates on tour in Chicago. I know you're like 10 years. How is that? Like that's a win. It's a win, not because like it's like a struggle to stay married to him or anything like that, but just that we like continually make time to be with each other and to make sure that we're doing things together that are fun and we challenge each other in really amazing ways. He challenges me to put things away in an actual spot. I challenge him to be on time. You know, these are wins for 2 ADHD people in the same household, but truly, I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. And recently we were sharing how we met because people always want to know how we met. Maybe that's a podcast episode for a different day. But whenever we get to tell it, now that we've been married 10 years, there's something really cool about like looking back on the people that we were who chose each other and we chose to do something really scary. And that's a win. So here we are celebrating 10 years of marriage. And it's not that the 10 years of marriage is what I'm celebrating for us. I'm like kind of celebrating our past selves, making really huge decisions that could have easily been written off and like not made a priority. So huge thanks to Brad and Lesley in their early 30s for the things that they did, but also just for all the people in our lives who have been friends along the way, who've become family. And that's our win. 10 years of marriage. I love it. I love you. You're amazing. Okay, let me get you an affirmation to repeat with on yourself, on your drive, on your walk. There's room for me at the table. There is room for me at the table. There is. Take a seat. You know, sometimes we think, oh, I don't want to bother people. Oh, I don't have enough accolades. Oh, who am I to do this? My neighbor recently was at the G7. He's like, oh my God, don't write my thing down. Like, who am I to be here? And like what he actually is there to do can like change the lives of people in this world. And the politicians that are there need to hear what he has to say. There's room for you at the table. There's room for me at the table. Love you so much. And you know what to do. Until next time, be it till you see it.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at beitpod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the Epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.